So dear students, yesterday we were on this slide. We were discussing about how to elaborate, write more about the information given. So we were discussing this second example. It's the same example where I taught you how to give an introduction in the introductory line. So once you have analyzed this piece of information, now you have to talk more about it. So how you have to further talk about, so you have to talk about the different trends mentioned here, right? So इसमें और क्या क्या observe करते हो आप? So we see that how football पे जो boys की है participation, it is quite larger in number as compared to girls. Then girls की तो है ही नहीं football में. Then coming back to this cycling, then the comparison is there, then progression is also there. So किस तरह से चीजें reduce होती गई. आप देखिए जैसे टेनिस पर बहुत कम पार्टिसिपेशन है, हाइकिंग कम पार्टिसिपेशन है, स्केटिंग में कम पार्टिसिपेशन है. सो दैट वे यू हैव टू कंपेयर द गिवन डेटा. So just for other sports, swimming and cycling were twice as popular as compared to other sports with both genders. So yes, the swimming and cycling are still popular. लेकिन क्या है, participation of girls was more in swimming with around 52 participants as opposed to 48 boys. तो स्विमिंग में जो थी वो नंबर ऑफ गर्ल्स, उनकी पार्टिसिपेशन मोर है than boys. Then the number of girls who participated in skating and hiking was 25 and more in each, whereas the boys number was around 20 each in both activities. So you have to compare, you have to talk about the data given, the number given, क्या number है, and you have to talk about different trends. So हमने यहाँ फुटबॉल की बात की, फिर हमने स्विमिंग एंड साइकिलिंग को कंपेयर किया. Then we have compared the participation of boys and girls in both the sports. Then we talked about hiking and skating, how the number of participation is very less. And in tennis, the participation of boys was greater of that of girls. So it is up to you how you interpret this given information. आप tennis के बारे में पहले भी लिख सकते हो. So you can just start from anywhere, but do talk about 3-4 different observations that you see in your answer. Okay. So how do we link the ideas in different sentences to each other? So we can do so by using the linking words and transition words. So here I am giving you certain resources that you can use it in your answer. These are some of the words. Suppose you're talking about addition, in addition to certain things, that means along with boys, the girls were also equal in participation in swimming, right? That way. Apart from this, moreover, furthermore. So these are few words which you can use to link your ideas. If you're talking about any contrast, so you can use the words like unlike, nevertheless, on the other hand, nonetheless, despite, in contrast to, contrary to. So this way you can use these words. So do take a screenshot of this slide beta and note it down in your notebooks as well, because it is not possible to every time look for the words in the phone where you take the screenshot. So note it down, these things in your notebook. It will be helpful every time to open and use it. So if you're talking about the order, so following, at this time, previously, firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally, subsequently, above all, last but not least, first and foremost. So you can use these words to make your analysis in writing more impressive, right? So addition में आप इस तरह से words use कर सकते हैं. If you're talking about any contrast, you can use these words. If you're talking about any order, then you can use these words. Okay. So how do we conclude such a paragraph? By highlighting the main trends, again talking about it in brief. Conclusion देना भी जरूरी है, and keep this in mind again, beta. कंक्लूजन भी एक ही पैराग्राफ में करना है, पैराग्राफ चेंज नहीं करना है. The whole analytical paragraph is to be written in one single paragraph and within the word limit of 120 words. You just cannot write an essay on it, right? So that way, think before writing. You can just make notes in your answer sheets, which are the main points that you observe, and then while writing, you can use those. So how you actually conclude the paragraph? it is important that you highlight the main trend in the answer. Right? You can write about one main trend, or you can talk about the overall trend. So you can just write in overall the conclusion as well. Take this example, the first example that we were discussing yesterday, where we were discussing about the data of the different schools during different years, about the attendance of the school. And this is the conclusion given. So finally, when you write it, you write that the convent-run schools maintained an increase in their attendance percentage with the highest in 2015 at 89%, whereas, now see the contrast here, the government schools in villages recorded the minimum of 44 in the same year. All the schools, however, displayed an overall increase in attendance percentage from itna to itna. एक overall increase pattern हम देख रहे हैं, steady increase है. Please excuse. So this is the way you will conclude. बहुत ज्यादा confusion नहीं create करनी है, आपको सिर्फ given data को ही analyze करना है. In data and charts, बेटा, one thing हमेशा याद रखना, don't give reason or opinion. You just have to analyze and interpret. आपको अपनी opinion नहीं देनी है while interpreting a data or a chart. You just have to give the analysis, the conclusion, your observation and the conclusion there. Right? आपको ये समझ आ रहा है? I hope it is clear with this example that how you are going to conclude this. This is about the second example, the conclusion which is given there. Now, when we were elaborating, we were talking about the analysis, we were showing the comparison, we were showing the different data about the different sports. We were talking about the gender, boys and girls, their participation. Now it is time to conclude. So overall, the figures demonstrate that the boys spend significantly more time than the girls playing more football, slightly more time cycling, playing tennis. In contrast, more number of girls preferred swimming, hiking and skating. So, आपका डेटा आपको यहाँ पर जो इस चार्ट में शो कर रहा है, उसे बस आपने एक बार कंक्लूड कर देना है दोबारा. तो जब हम एनालाइज कर रहे थे, उस एनालिसिस को लिख रहे थे, when we were elaborating it, तो हम हर एक एस्पेक्ट्स पर डिफरेंट कर रहे थे. We were discussing about each and every trend. So while giving a conclusion, you just have to sum up the observation again. Right? So this is all about the data and charts. Now today we are going to talk about cues, the verbal cues. हम verbal cues की बात करेंगे कि जब आपको verbal cues दिए जाते हैं, how you are going to write the answer. Now basically the verbal cues that you will get, it is of two types, right? One is the issue type and the other one is argumentative type. अब issue type और argument type में क्या फर्क है? Issue type includes the general topic, any debatable issue which is actually relating to public in general. An argumentative type जो होता है, it's a specific topic and it shows the personal opinion of a person, an individual, a case presented by an author. So he presents a case and which may or may be acceptable by all, may or may not be acceptable by all, right? So people present their arguments on the views presented. Issue type जो होता है must involve relevant real world example that support your chosen stance. So when you are discussing about the issue type, it should have real example to support the stance. तो जब आप एक issue type topic को discuss कर रहे हो, when you justify that, you have to use the real world example to support your justification. Argumentative में you can create own examples as long as they are relevant to the given topic. You can come from your personal opinion, you can give any kind of example there, as long as it is relevant to the given topic and it efficiently substantiates the argument. It justifies the argument that you are trying to make. In issue type, the concluding sentences involves writing a sentence agreeing with the opposing viewpoint before the concluding sentence expressing your view. Right? And argument में क्या होता है? The conclusion, the statement ends on a note of doubt where you claim that the argument may have one word or more valid points, but it is otherwise entirely flawed. Where you give your opinion, you give reason that why you feel that a particular the statement given there is not true or it is true. So it is important that you give reasoning there. So in argument में जो होता है, reasoning important होती है. Issue type में factual justification होती है. You have to talk about some real facts while justifying your stance. So cues को कैसे हमने लिखना है, आज मैं आपको वो बताने वाली हूँ. Please ध्यान से सुनना आप लोग, okay? Now this is the verbal cue given here. Please excuse the spelling. It is not clue, cue. It is the same example which I had taken earlier. People aged 18 to 29 have a 40% chance of having a tattoo. When employers don't hire someone because of their body art, they get criticized for practicing a form of discrimination. Why criticize? They have a right to decide who to hire. Now, this excerpt was taken from a college magazine, and it is the stimulant given. Okay? And now the question is given there. Write a response in which you discuss the extent to which you agree or disagree with the statement. So, पहली चीज आपको क्या कहनी है? Whether you agree or disagree. Explain your reasoning for the position you take. Why you have taken the stance, you have to explain, you have to give reasoning by considering ways in which the statement might or might not hold true. So you have to justifying by giving facts, their reasoning there. So इसे कैसे लिखना है? This I will explain with the help of this thing. When you get a cue, right? There is a wonderful formula to solve the cues. So there are 4 steps in it. The fantastic 4 steps. First one, the premise. Premise क्या होता है? I'll come to it later. Then factual errors and omission. Third, options or easier alternatives. And the 4th, the conclusion. अब premise क्या होता है? It is the basic assertion or assumption on which the truth of the argument is based. So if the premise is wrong, the argument stands incorrect. So अगर आप premise को समझ नहीं पाते हो, whatever argument you give, that will prove also wrong. It is important for you to understand the premise in the statement. That is, what is the argument given in the statement, right? So आपको उस premise को पहचानना है. अब premise कैसे पहचानना है, मैं आपको ये बताती हूँ. लेकिन आपको ये 4 steps याद रखने होंगे when you are solving a question based on cue. So remember the fantastic 4, the premise, factual error and omissions, options, easier alternatives, and the conclusion. इन 4 steps में आपने आंसर लिखना है, and again 120 words में. Let's take this example here. An online forum showed the following post. Previously, we have discussed about a college magazine which showed an opinion there. Now, this is a question which is taken from an online forum. क्या कहता है वहां पर? And it is posted by a person, individual, that cats are evil creatures. They have sharp claws that can hurt human beings. So cats should not be kept as pets. This is the main opinion shared by the author. Analyze the argument by supporting your stance with the evidence. Now, first step in your cue is finding the premise. What is the assumption given here? Can anybody tell me? What is the assumption here? What is the
Cat is a devil
argumentative?
creature.
Yes, cats are evil creatures. Second,
They can hurt human beings.
हाँ, उस पर हम बाद में आएंगे. तो हमारा पहला जो प्रेमिस है वो है cats are evil creatures. Cats को evil creatures कहा गया है ना? Now either you agree or disagree, you have to justify and create conclusion connected to the premise, right? So अगर आप agree करते हो, then your conclusion should be that yes, I agree, the cats are evil creatures, so cats should not be kept as pets. And in between you have to give justification by giving reasoning, right? If you disagree, then break it into little pieces and change the conclusion that yes, cats can be kept as pets. Now, if you disagree, how to break it into pieces? आगे कहा गया, they have sharp claws that can hurt human beings. Do you see any error in the statement? हमारा जो second है, let me just share this one. Second step क्या कहता है? Look for any factual error and omission. Right? Second step क्या कहता है? Look for factual error and omission. So when you read this, they have sharp claws that can hurt human beings. Now, क्या यहाँ पर कुछ information omitted है? क्या आपको लगता है यहाँ पर कुछ information omitted है? अब अगर ऐसा है, तो आप add करोगे, justify करोगे. First thing is, मान लो आपने decide किया that cats are not evil creatures. Now we have to break into pieces this statement. They have sharp claws that can hurt human beings. That means हमें इस बात को justify करना है कि क्या वो वाकई hurt करते हैं human beings को. अगर ऐसा है, तो people जो हैं, वो cats को as a pet क्यों रखते हैं? There are people who keep cats as pets. They don't always hurt. People also keep dogs as pets, and they too have sharp fangs. उनके भी तीर होते हैं. तो क्या वो ह्यूमंस को हर्ट करते हैं? क्या ऑलवेज ऐसा होता है? अगर ऑलवेज ऐसा होता तो क्या लोग कैट्स या डॉग्स को एज अ पेट रखते? है ना? So we see that how this argument doesn't work. The cats are evil creatures because हमने अपने argument में justify क्या किया कि अगर उनके ऐसे claws अगर लोगों को hurt करते तो क्या लोग cats को as a pet रखते? So then you conclude given. So this statement is not true and cats can be kept as pets. Right? Let me just show you with the help of this. So cats are evil creatures. ये हमारा premise था. जो main argument दिया गया कि cats evil creatures होते हैं. तो सबसे पहले आपको तय करना है, आप इस agreement को agree करना चाहते हो या disagree करना चाहते हो. Once you decide, then check for error or incomplete information. अब इसमें गलत क्या कहा गया है या incomplete जानकारी क्या है? They have sharp claws that can hurt human being. क्या कहीं पर ऐसे proofs हैं कि cats की वजह से किसी human being को नुकसान पहुंचा है? जानकारी incomplete है, error भी है यहाँ पर. Not always they hurt human beings. So second step क्या है? We try to find the incomplete information. And then the fourth step, the conclusion. हमने क्या दिखाया कि लोग cats को pet के रूप में रखते हैं. There are dogs as well that have sharp fangs. उनके भी तीखे दांत होते हैं, claws होते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी उनको लोग pets के तौर पर रखते हैं. So finally, cats can be definitely kept as pets. And see how easily we have just written the introduction, justified the reasoning and completed with the conclusion. Right? Now let me take you to another example. This will help you to understand this in a better way. Another example, जहां पर show किया that firecrackers are absolutely necessary for a fun Diwali. They don't harm anyone and are readily available. So we must use crackers during Diwali. This is the argument that is presented. So हमारा जो premise है क्या है? Firecrackers are absolutely necessary for a fun Diwali. Now, do you agree with this statement? You have to decide whether you want to go with the premise or you want to disagree with the premise. They don't harm
Disagree.
anyone. Okay, so you want to disagree. Now you have to further break this information. Is there any incorrect or incomplete information? Yes. इन्होंने कहा they don't harm anyone and are readily available. ठीक है, they are readily available. But क्या ऐसा वाकई है कि they don't harm anyone? This is not true. So now we will talk about this thing to justify our argument. So you will justify by saying that there are people who have allergies to smoke and firecrackers. Some people do have breathing problems. Some people do get hurt during the bursting of the crackers. It also harms the animals. So see how we are breaking this information. And we have already put the analysis in our answers. We have given the justification, and thus we can conclude that we should avoid using crackers during Deepavali. So your conclusion will be according to the premise that you decide, whether you want to agree or disagree. So then interpret this next information, the information that is provided next, whether that is correct or incomplete. Agar incomplete hai, so mention relevant to it the facts. Don't just keep elaborating it too much because you just have the word limit 120 words. आपको 120 शब्दों में ही लिखना है, तो बहुत सारे examples भी नहीं देने हैं. Choose the relevant ones which justify your statement that they don't harm anyone. जैसे मैंने 3-4 गिनाए, allergy होती है, breathing problem होती है, people they do get hurt, animals को भी नुकसान होता है. That's enough to justify for 120 words and then give a conclusion. आसान है ना, क्यों से करना? So remember this fantastic 4. यहाँ पर fourth element miss हो गया, that is there any other alternative? I'll be taking one more example where I'll be talking about. So आप यहाँ ये भी mention कर सकते हो. आप देखिए हमारे जो premise में easy alternative क्या है? That people can choose a place where they can go and burst crackers. There should be limited timing for bursting crackers so that nobody gets disturbed. So that is your easy alternative. हमारे जो fantastic 4 है, आपको उसको remember करना है. Premise याद रखो. Is there any incorrect information, incomplete information? Then is there any easier alternative? क्या उस reason को justify करने के लिए कोई other alternative है? And then give the conclusion. Let's see this one. Yes, Suhana, do you want to ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm?
Ma'am,
Now, in this example, the premise is the only point of business is to make money. Now, first you have to identify the premise. साथ में इसके क्या दिया है? Child labor is cheaper. So, business should only use child labor. So, this is your cue given here. So, a premise maybe you can have these steps. Identify the premise. Look for the main assumption of the argument. Main assumption क्या है? The only point of business is to make money. Ask question. Is it factually correct? क्या वाकई में ये correct है या just an opinion? And does it leave anything out? क्या वाकई statement में से कुछ तथ्य निकल के आ रहा है? Ask yourself this question. Then point out flaws if any. Making money is an important part of business, but not only the part. है ना? कई reasons होते हैं. Like the purpose can be, कुछ लोग career बनाना चाहते हैं तो वो business करते हैं. कुछ लोग family business take up करते हैं. Some people they get satisfaction by doing business, not going for jobs. Some like to promote indigenous products. Some like to promote the ecologically inclined products, and that's why they go for their personal business. Some are patriotic, they go for startups. So that way there are many other reasons, just thinking about money making. Other than that, सो इन क्वेश्चंस को ध्यान से देखना है। तो अपने आप से पूछिए, क्या वाकई एक जस्टिफाइड आर्ग्यूमेंट है या जस्ट एन ओपिनियन ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल? व्हाट अदर फैक्ट्स आर एसोसिएटेड विद इट? हमें हमारे प्रेमिस को डिसाइड करने में मदद मिल जाती है। नेक्स्ट वन, फैक्चुअल एरर्स और ओमिशन। दैट मींस अब हम आते हैं अपने स्टेप 2 पर। आगे में डिटेल दी गई है, चाइल्ड लेबर इज चीपर। आइडेंटिफाई एनी फैक्ट्स और अदर इंफॉर्मेशन यूज्ड टू सपोर्ट द आर्गुमेंट। सो सेट द कॉन्टेक्स्ट। चाइल्ड लेबर इज बीइंग डिस्कस्ड एज एन एडवांटेजेस फॉर बिजनेस। क्या वाकई में ऐसा होता है? पहले तो चाइल्ड लेबर एक इलीगल क्राइम है, so how can it be advantageous for business? Yes, those who go for illegal terms, they find it advantageous because they exploit the little children. So now you have to check for the error and omissions, if the information is correct or complete. क्या वाकई में complete information given है? हाँ, ये बात सही है कि चाइल्ड लेबर चीपर होती है, बच्चों को बहुत आसानी से सस्ते सैलरीज पर, वेजेस पर ले लिया जाता है, but it is illegal also and it is not advantageous for business, which is left out in the argument given here, right? So facts and pieces of information that are proven to be true, but unless all relevant facts are put forward, we still get an inaccurate idea of the situation. अगर सारी facts को हम judge ना करें तो हम inaccurate idea form करते हैं. So you have to look for the other things as well. We do not need every fact about the topic, but only the ones which is relevant to the context. So to justify this point, हमें उन्हीं points को ढूंढना है so that we can write in 120 word limit कि क्या ये incomplete information है, क्या ये correct information है. Yes, child labor is cheaper, but it is incomplete because it is illegal as well and it is not advantageous for business. This part has been omitted out here, right? Then next one is alternatives. Identify the main recommendation of the argument. कि business should only use child labor. क्या only this is the alternative? है ना? तो हमें क्या करना है? उसके लिए हमें valid alternative ढूंढना है. There are other legal ways of saving labor cost as an alternative. So हम उन चीजों के बारे में एक दो बातें लिख सकते हैं, right? So we have to consider such alternatives जिसकी वजह से जो argument given है वो weak हो जाए and you put forward a strong argument from your side. Your argument is strengthened. You have to bring out such an example to disagree with the statement. ठीक है? So एक वैलिड ऑल्टरनेटिव लेकर आना है जिससे आपका अपनी आर्ग्यूमेंट को आप जस्टिफाई कर सकें. एंड नेक्स्ट इज कंक्लूजन. एंड ये भी याद रखना है कि कंक्लूजन इज ऑलवेज नॉट द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट. सो यू बट यू हैव टू गिव अ कंक्लूजन टू योर आंसर. सो गो फॉर द लॉजिकल कंक्लूजन दैट यू कैन गिव फॉर योर आंसर, राइट? सो अब जैसे ये कंक्लूजन है, ऑल फिंगर्स आर थम्स बिकॉज ऑल थम्स आर फिंगर्स. क्या ऐसा कंक्लूजन दे सकते हैं? नो. इस बात का नोट रखना, a conclusion that does not logically follow preceding statement is invalid. तो आपने जो कुछ भी जस्टिफाई किया है अपने प्रीवियस स्टेटमेंट में, आपका कंक्लूजन उसको रिलेट करना चाहिए, अदरवाइज इट वुड प्रूव टू बी इनवैलिड. सो कंक्लूजन क्या होता है? It is the judgment or the decision reached by reasoning. Whatever reasoning you have given in your answer, the final judgment that you want to give. So it logically follows an argument. I hope it is clear, beta. Now these are few examples of issue-based questions, and I think we should go with this tomorrow because as the session time is coming to an end, we will discuss this part tomorrow, right? Watch the video again, then I'll post this in the class group so that it is helpful for you to understand it again. Do watch it again, beta, right? So let's just stop here today.